Hi friends, today we'll discuss about important reports available in housing loans. Why reports are required? Report is a statement that has information about your activity and current situation. A report provides information to top management to take a further action. We have different important reports available in housing loan. So one is like what is the report name, what is the description, what is the input values, and what is the output values, and what are the important fields available in a report we'll discuss today. So first report is opening of housing loan accounts. So input will be like you can select bank as a whole or a branch. You can give a from date and to date. Then opening of housing loan accounts during this period you will get a detailed report. So in that report important fields will be branch name, branch code, serial number, date of opening, customer ID, housing loan account number, mobile number, address, loan amount, disbursed amount, rate of interest, tenure, maturity date. These are the important fields available in opening of housing loan accounts. Second one will be closing of housing loans. So closing of housing loans between two periods, and you can generate for a branch, or you can generate it for a region, or you can generate it for entire bank. So if you take important fields, what is how much disbursed, rate of interest, tenure, maturity, date of closing. So previous how much loan was opened, now we are checking what is the loan amount closed and number of accounts closed between two dates. Disbursement amount. So same thing like disbursement, you can generate for a bank or a branch on selected dates. From date and to date you can generate a report. So we have loan amount will be different, but disbursement amount will be different, because sometimes you will have multi-tranche loans. Sanction amount will be 50 lakhs, but you will be disbursing 10 lakhs or 5 lakhs. So all regular fields are available. Other than regular fields, we have loan amount, what is the disbursement date, and what is the disbursement amount is the fields available in this report. Second one will be housing loan sanctioned but not disbursed, pending disbursement. So you can generate for the bank, branch or region, and you can give from date to date, and here you can know how many accounts are sanctioned, how many loan accounts are sanctioned but not disbursed. So then you will be knowing like why these are not disbursed, because of delay from our side, or a check is not prepared, or customer is not willing to take. So these out of this report management will be knowing like how many loans are sanctioned but not disbursed. Pending. So in housing loans you have a legal value. So we have applied the loan and we are given for the legal panel. So which legal panel, whether it is internal, external, how many days it is pending. So we are given on first, today is 15th. So 15 days pending from that legal bench. So with this report management will be knowing like how many loans are pending at legal valuation. Same thing like we have a valuation, property valuation. So depend on the area, depend on the construction. So valuer will value the asset. So in this report also management will get a clear picture in particular branch, how many loans are pending at valuation stage, okay, who is the valuer, from how long it is pending with the valuer. These details will be fetched from this report. Billing report. So between days, this will be useful if you generate a report for 2 days, from date and to date, what is the billing amount. So expected amount received by the bank from the customers. Billing will be like every month will be billing, which includes interest and principal and mode of payment, whether it is a check or ECS, everything you can generate this report and you will get the clear picture. Collection. So billing will be different and collection will be different. How much you have billed, but how much you have received from the customer. So mode of instrument, how you are received, which branch you have received, what is the IFSC code, and date of realization, when the amount is realized and credited to our account. These things will be fetched from this report. Returns report. For example, billing was there and you send it for collection. How much amount has returned between 2 days. So in this report, mode of instrument, number of instrument, name of the drawee, bank, branch, IFSC code, date of return, reason for return, whether it's a technical return, non-technical reason, insufficient funds, or some branch is closed. These details will be fetched from this report. Overdue reports. Your bill is generated and sent it for the collection and it is returned, then OD is started. So this report will give the what is the amount overdue, number of months overdue, and with this one bank do a follow up with the customer and get the money paid immediately to this account. Pre-closure. How many pre-closure accounts and before maturity, why these customers are closing between 2 days, whether we are not giving any competitive price. In this report you can get the what is the sanction amount, what is the outstanding amount, date of pre-closure charges, if any collected, what is the reason. These details you can get it from this report. Closure report. Normal closure, as per schedule, how many loans should be closed between 2 days, whether all the loans are closed or still outstanding is there, what is the last outstanding amount, how much customer has paid, what is the closure date, everything you can get it from this report. Status of housing loan application. So branches or regional office or it may be any department, they will be verify this report, like how many loans have entered into the system, how many are pending at valuation, how many are pending at legal, and what is the present status, whether sanctioned or pre-sanction or post-sanction, whether pending at disbursement stage. These details can be generated from this report. Summary of disbursement. So in this one, between 2 days you can generate a report where what is the branch name, branch code, amount of sanction, amount of disbursement. So it is a consolidated amount. It is not by record. One record you will get, okay, X branch sanction was 10 crores and disbursed 8 crores. So then you can do a analysis why this amount has not disbursed or something. Audit trail. So you can generate audit trail for 2 days from date and to date. Then fields will be like branch name, branch code, modification of customer data, what type of data they modified, what is sanction terms, date of modification, who is approved, what is the power, when is approved. These details can be generated from this report. Target and achievement. So target and achievement, every branch will have a targets, March target, month target, quarterly targets, and what is the present situation from head office or corporate office or from the regional office. Every branch you can generate what is the target and what is the achievement and what is the number of days left. So you can follow up with the branch and you see that particular branch reached the target amount. EMI schedule. So what is the branch name, branch code, housing loan account number, name of the customer, due date, amount of principal, amount of interest, outstanding principal. These can be get from this report. Account statement. This account statement can be generated for a customer from date and to date. What is the branch name, loan amount, customer name, date, particulars, debit, credit, outstanding amount. These can be useful for the customer. Eligibility. So with this one, what is the branch code, serial number, customer application number, name of the applicant, date of the submission, eligible housing loan amount. These can be, or how many people are eligible, how many people are applied. These details can be fetched from this report. Thank you friends. If you like my video, please subscribe and share.